The Bengal governor, Mr. C.V. Ananda Bose, has chosen to resign just weeks ahead of crucial assembly elections in Bengal. The Modi government and the Modi-led BJP cannot win the hearts and minds of people in Bengal. It is therefore resorting to playing politics through the Raj Bhavan and the post of the governor.
বাংলার মাটি, বাংলার জল, বাংলার বায়ু, বাংলার ফল পুনঃ হোক, পুনঃ হোক, পুনঃ হোক। হে ভগবান, জয় হিন্দ।
Hello everyone. Something strange has just happened in Indian politics. The Governor of West Bengal, Dr. C.V. Ananda Bose, has suddenly resigned on Thursday. Official reason: bad health. But the circumstances surrounding this resignation raise far more questions than answers, because the sequence of events is unusual. Weeks ahead of Bengal election 2026, he travelled to New Delhi on Thursday, met with the central leadership, and then suddenly stepped down. No public health emergency, no hospitalization, no visible crisis, just a quiet resignation. He resigned, citing health concerns. Okay, fair point. But he was fit enough to fly down to New Delhi in a normal flight and not in any air ambulance. We pray for his good health. He was indeed hospitalized in April 2025, but he resumed his activities May 2025 onwards. If the health concern was so pressing, he would have resigned in April 2025 itself and not wait for elections to come this close. And then came a line that made the mystery even deeper. After resigning, Dr. C.V. Ananda Bose said that he had been in Raj Bhavan long enough. Long enough? The term of a governor in India is 5 years, and this was his first stint as a governor. So how exactly is that long enough? If anything, the timing raises uncomfortable questions, because this isn't the first time something of this sort has really happened. This sudden and abrupt exit reminds us of another mysterious resignation. Jagdeep Dhankar, former governor of West Bengal, later the Vice President of India. On July 21st, 2025, Jagdeep Dhankar suddenly resigned as Vice President, and that too when the session was on, well before his term could have ended. No detailed explanation, no press conference, no clear reasoning. His resignation too had read one simple sentence, citing bad health. Even today, nobody really knows why. Prime Minister Narendra Modi at that time simply had said that Jagdeep Dhankar had served in public life long enough, almost as if suggesting that he was done with public life. And interestingly, the language sounds familiar, because Dr. C.V. Ananda Bose also said something very similar, that he had been in Raj Bhavan long enough. But again, this was only the beginning of his term. So what exactly changed? What happened in New Delhi? And why resign now? Why resign as mysteriously as Jagdeep Dhankar? Timing in politics is rarely accidental. West Bengal is heading towards assembly elections this year. Political temperature had been soaring, it's rising in the state. The relationship between Raj Bhavan and the state government has already been tumultuous in the past. But instead of appointing a completely new governor, the central government has made an unusual move. It had sent RN Ravi as the interim governor of West Bengal. RN Ravi is currently the governor of Tamil Nadu, another poll-bound state, which raises a very obvious question. Why him? Mamata Banerjee, West Bengal Chief Minister, had put out this post on X stating she had no idea about it. She said that it was never consulted with her. And suddenly his resignation comes, and that she got a call from the Union Home Minister Amit Shah only communicating to her that RN Ravi would be replacing Dr. C.V. Ananda Bose. So the state government did not know about it. Even the Raj Bhavan did not know about it. If I have to believe my sources within the Raj Bhavan, they had no idea. There are events lined up for Dr. C.V. Ananda Bose for this week, for the coming week, and the week after that. So if he had any plans of resigning, citing bad health, these events wouldn't have been lined up. Now let's ask this question: why RN Ravi? If the centre wanted an interim governor, there were plenty of options. Governors from states that are politically quiet, governors from states that are not heading into elections. For example, the governor of Gujarat, the governor of Haryana, the governor of Madhya Pradesh, the governor of Nagaland, the governor of Tripura, the governor of other states which are actually not going to polls. Many possibilities. Yet the choice was RN Ravi, and Tamil Nadu itself is also politically sensitive. So why move a governor from one politically volatile state to another, and that too from one poll-bound state to another poll-bound state? Unless the reason lies not in administrative convenience but in political strategy, because RN Ravi carries a very specific reputation. RN Ravi's tenure in Tamil Nadu has been one of the most controversial tenures in the recent memory. His relationship with the DMK government, led by MK Stalin, Chief Minister, has been extremely tense, repeatedly, publicly, and constitutionally. Imagine DMK workers doing this to his posters. Let's look at some of the examples. At one point, the Tamil Nadu government accused the governor of sitting on more than 20 bills passed by the assembly. These were bills cleared by elected representatives, yet they remained stuck at Raj Bhavan. One of the most controversial examples was the anti-NEET bill. The Tamil Nadu assembly passed it, but the governor delayed action for 142 days before sending it back to the state government. And this looked like obstruction. To critics, it looked like the governor's office being used as a political veto. The confrontation reached such a level that RN Ravi walked out of the Tamil Nadu assembly during the governor's address, not once, not twice, but 4 times. 4 separate times. Now remember, the governor's address is traditionally written by the elected government and passed by the cabinet. It represents the policy direction of the state government. But RN Ravi objected to parts of the speech that was passed by the cabinet of MK Stalin's government. A constitutional moment turned into a political spectacle when Governor RN Ravi walked out of the state assembly. In another unprecedented moment, RN Ravi reportedly removed sections from the assembly address. These sections included references to secularism, women's empowerment, Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, and leaders of the Dravidian movement. The Tamil Nadu government accused him of rewriting a democratically approved speech. The assembly then passed a resolution restoring the original text. The assembly even passed a resolution against the governor, unprecedented. Before proceeding any further, let's rewind and show you some of the videos from Bengal from March and July 2021. The lowest in Bengal government and Raj Bhavan relationship when Jagdeep Dhankar was the state governor. Look at the visuals of Jagdeep Dhankar. Jagdeep Dhankar went inside the state assembly during the budget session in March 2021 and then he refused to read the speech. He literally refused to read the speech which has been passed by Mamata Banerjee's cabinet, and he stood still. There was absolute chaos, pandemonium inside Bengal assembly. Mamata Banerjee in folded hands stood before Jagdeep Dhankar requesting him to not violate the constitutional provisions, because if he doesn't read the speech, then the assembly session will not get convened. That one picture of one constitutional head pleading before another has gone down the wire as unforgettable. Jagdeep Dhankar will publicly slam Mamata Banerjee's government. He had even signed on the approval for the arrest of Trinamool Congress ministers soon after the 2021 landslide victory of Trinamool Congress, and that too in Narda case. TMC ministers, including Firhad Hakim, were arrested, but not Shubhendu Adhikari, who had switched over to BJP, who too was named in the same Narda FIR. Jagdeep Dhankar will frequent to New Delhi almost like every other governor, meet with Delhi central leadership, including Home Minister, and always hint that Bengal needed something special, a special attention, insinuating that situation in Bengal warranted President's rule. Let's recall post-election in 2021, there was so much of hullabaloo about post-poll violence, and Jagdeep Dhankar, then governor of the state, had time and again said that it is the responsibility of the state government, that the state government is not doing enough, that there are violations of constitution, that he will have to step in if the situation warranted. He was later made the vice president because BJP nominated him. He was dear to BJP all throughout. Every now and then, Bengal BJP leaders will go and meet Jagdeep Dhankar at the Raj Bhavan. Trinamool Congress would accuse the governor's house, that is Raj Bhavan, to almost being turned into an extension of BJP party office. And then Jagdeep Dhankar, after becoming the vice president, as the chairman of Rajya Sabha, even called himself the Ekalavya of RSS.
माननीय नड्डा जी, मैं बताना चाहता हूं कि आज से करीब 25 साल पहले सदस्य न होने के बाद मैं आरएसएस का एकलव्य बन गया.
Yet he resigned without any clarity and disappeared without even a proper farewell. What really happened? Now let's return to RN Ravi versus Tamil Nadu government. Another flashpoint came when RN Ravi refused to swear in a minister appointed by the Tamil Nadu government. The issue eventually reached the Supreme Court of India and the governor had to back down. The court made it clear that constitutional authorities cannot indefinitely block decisions of an elected government. At one point, the Supreme Court even described the governor's actions in a case as sensitive as this as illegal and erroneous, which is extremely strong language when referring to a constitutional office. So RN Ravi is not just any governor. He is a governor who has been repeatedly at the center of constitutional confrontations with a government, not with a BJP chief minister. Now connect the dots. West Bengal, another state ruled by a party opposed to BJP, another state with intense political competition and elections approaching. Previously, Bengal had already witnessed a highly confrontational governor, that is Jagdeep Dhankar. His tenure was marked by constant public clashes with the Mamata Banerjee government, daily tweets, press statements, public criticism. And there came a point when Mamata Banerjee had publicly said that she has blocked Jagdeep Dhankar, the governor of the state, on WhatsApp.
আমরা ইলেক্টেড গভর্নমেন্ট তো ইলেক্টেড গভর্নমেন্ট বিকেম বন্ডেড লেবার। একটা কাউন্সিলরের কর্পোরেট ইলেক্টেড না হয়েও নমিনেটেড একজন হয়েও তিনি হয়ে গেছেন এখন সবার মাথার উপরে সুপার পাহারা দেয়। আমি বাধ্য হয়েছি আজকে আমার টুইটের অ্যাকাউন্ট থেকে ওনাকে ব্লক করে দিতে, কারণ প্রতিদিন আমার ইরিটেশন হতো ওনার টুইটগুলো দেখে। যে কথাগুলো বলা উচিত নয় এমন এমন কথা বলতেন যা মানুষের পক্ষে মানবিক দিক থেকে অমানবিক।
I mean, who does that? Who has ever done that? Even after doing it, who has ever made public statement about it? There were frequent constitutional standoffs between Jagdeep Dhankar and Mamata Banerjee's government. Now, with Dr. C.V. Ananda Bose stepping down, suddenly another governor with a reputation for confrontation is being sent in, even if only as an interim arrangement, which raises a political question. Is this coincidence or is this a pattern? In theory, the governor's office is meant to be neutral, a constitutional referee, someone who ensures the constitution is followed by the state governments. But over the past decade, opposition parties, be it Congress, be it Trinamool Congress, be it the left, be it the Samajwadi Party, be it the Aam Aadmi Party, all across India have repeatedly accused the central government of using governor's office as political instruments.
गवर्नर चेंज कर दिया। कभी पूछा अब गवर्नर क्यों चेंज हुआ? चुनाव का टाइम में जो गवर्नर मैंने सुना कि तमिलनाडु को सबसे गड़बड़ किया, उनको अब बंगाल में किसके लिए भेज रहा है? इज देयर एनी ब्लूप्रिंट? मिस्टर प्राइम मिनिस्टर and Mr. Home Minister and full of BJP dirty party, এরা সব হাম্পটি ডাম্পটি ড্রাগনস, hopping popping dragons.
Examples often cited included Jagdeep Dhankar in West Bengal, Arif Muhammad Khan in Kerala, RN Ravi in Tamil Nadu. In all three states, the ruling parties are not the BJP, and in all three states, there have been repeated conflicts between the Raj Bhavan and the elected government. Critics say that this creates a new form of political pressure, not through election, but through constitutional friction. The governor's appointment, his powers, and everything related to the office of governor have been discussed and described under Article 153 to Article 162 of the Indian Constitution. The role of the governor is quite similar to that of the President of India. The governor performs the same duties as of the President, but for the state. Governor stands as executive head of a state, and the working remains the same as of the office of the President of India. Under the Constitution of India, the governing machinery is the same as that of the central government. It is stated that the governor has a dual role. He is the constitutional head of the state, bound by advice of his council of ministers. He functions as a vital link between the union government and the state government. Now please ask yourself, if RN Ravi has been a vital link between the central government and the Tamil Nadu government led by DMK, led by Chief Minister MK Stalin, so is Arif Muhammad? So let's go ask Kerala government as whether Arif Muhammad Khan had been cooperating with the Kerala government or not. So I ask again, is this coincidence or a pattern? Sarkaria Commission, Panchal Commission have all recommended that governor's appointment should happen with the consultation of the state government. Here, Mamata Banerjee openly stating that she was informed over phone by Amit Shah, Union Home Minister, about their decision to place RN Ravi in place of Dr. C.V. Ananda Bose. Plain simple communication, no consultation. Sources say that this information was with Intelligence Bureau, and Intelligence Bureau had specific information that something of this sort may happen, which means this possibly had been pre-planned, which means it was not poor health of Dr. C.V. Ananda Bose the reason why he has resigned. if IB sources are to be believed, they had specific information that this is going to happen this week. Sources say that BJP wanted someone who would take on Mamata Banerjee's government head on, something that Dr. C.V. Ananda Bose had not been doing in entirety. For example, he had supported the name change of Kerala and taking a cue from there, had also done the advocacy that if Bengal government wants to change the name of Bengal or West Bengal, the state, then the central government should consider it. Let's not forget that there are multiple cases, or I should call them allegations, against Dr. C.V. Ananda Bose. Allegations leveled by the state government of Mamata Banerjee. Let's recall, in May 2024, a serious allegation of misconduct came to fore against the governor, that is Dr. C.V. Ananda Bose, from a woman who is a contractual staff of the Raj Bhavan, who lodged a police complaint against governor or ex-governor Dr. C.V. Ananda Bose of inappropriate behavior.
স্যার আজকে আমি যদি না প্রতিবাদ করি দুদিন পর উনি আবার একটা মেয়ের সাথে এই জিনিস করবেন আর আমি কন্ট্রাকচুয়াল স্টাফ বলে আমি চাকরি হারানোর ভয় কতদিন মুখ বন্ধ করে থাকবো
Right? That happened in May 2024. And many wonder if those allegations held any kind of a merit, then the governor or the ex-governor would have very little choice to go confrontational with the state government, considering there is reputation at stake. And that's exactly what you're learning from sources, including the IB, that he felt the pressure from the state government, that there are cases against him, that if he goes extra confrontational, then his reputation could get jeopardized. And thus, he might not take any adverse decision against the state government of Mamata Banerjee, something that the BJP central leadership had been extremely wary about. Especially if tomorrow there is president's rule in Bengal, very much possible. Mind it, the state government has a tenure, and the tenure would get over in May 2026. And before that, if elections do not happen, then automatically the entire procedure will slide into the constitutional crisis sector, which means president's rule. Another example, if the SIR process does not get completed within the stipulated time and becomes an impediment for whatever reason in conducting the elections, then without elections, again, the state government will not be elected and the state would slide into a constitutional crisis, that is the president's rule. In either case, if there is president's rule, the role of the governor becomes very, very important and could be a very fertile opportunity for any political party, if at center and opposing to Trinamool Congress, to use the Raj Bhavan and streamline things so that they can come to power as and when elections happen. Fair point? Okay, let's not think that far. There is something called Model Code of Conduct. Model Code of Conduct becomes effective after the announcement of elections. Now tomorrow when the elections get announced, there will be Model Code of Conduct in Bengal, which means the Chief Minister will be stripped of her administrative powers. So the administrative powers will then get transferred to the Raj Bhavan, that is the governor, or to the Election Commission of India. So in such a situation, can there be a possibility a Raj Bhavan head, that is the governor, taking some adverse stance against some SDM, some DM or state government official, compelling them to follow the orders to the T, so that under no circumstances can they favor the party which has been power so far? Is that a possibility? A fair argument? So if there is constitutional crisis, the role of governor becomes very, very important. If there is Model Code of Conduct, the role of governor becomes equally important. And the fear is, or the growing clamor is, that BJP wants somebody who can take charge of Bengal in this election season, taking advantage of opportunity, be it president's rule or be it Model Code of Conduct, that Trinamool Congress can be cornered further, politically benefiting the BJP. That's the clamor, that's the murmur we get to hear on the streets. Thus the big question, And we return to the central mystery. Why did Dr. C.V. Ananda Bose resign suddenly? Was it really health or something else? Did the centre want a different political approach in Raj Bhavan before the elections? Was there internal pressure on Dr. C.V. Ananda Bose, or was it simply a personal decision that coincidentally aligns with the political timing? Right now, nobody knows. And that silence is exactly what is fueling speculation. Because when a governor resigns without warning, when the explanation is vague, when the replacement is a figure known for political confrontation, and when elections are approaching, people will ask questions. And in a democracy, they should. Because the office of the governor is not supposed to be a political weapon. It is supposed to be a constitutional safeguard. But the line between the two has increasingly become blurred. The mystery of Dr. C.V. Ananda Bose's resignation may or may not be solved. But one thing is certain. West Bengal's political theatre just gained a new character. And if the past record of RN Ravi is any indication, then Raj Bhavan could once again become the centre of a constitutional storm. What is in making? Is it Kala Hobe? Maybe yes. In what form? All eyes will be on this run-up to Bengal election 2026 and also on RN Ravi. Thank you. Jai Hind. Satyameva Jayate.